Hi, I'm Dawn with Advanced Life Coaching, and today I wanted to talk about something that I think is really interesting. Why do people have an easier time expressing hate over love? And I was thinking about it, and I was remembering times when when I've given someone a compliment. Like maybe I've seen someone who had a beautiful dress on or something really pretty. And I was and I like to compliment people. So I've told them, "Wow, you look really nice," or "That color really brings out your eyes," or "You look really pretty." That's a beautiful dress, the colors look amazing on you. And I notice that when I do that, um, people sometimes act uncomfortable. You know, they they might say thank you and appreciate the compliment, which, is what you're supposed to do. But there's always like that moment, that split second of kind of hesitation where it's like someone has to think about it. Like, do you mean that? Are you picking on me? What do you want? Why'd you say that? To me, that's silly. Why should we get uncomfortable when we get a compliment? Why should we be uncomfortable when someone's being nice? That's the one thing I don't understand. Why some people, it seems like a lot of people, most people, they're expecting to hear something negative. And I don't think it's that they don't like the compliment. I think it's, to them, it was unexpected because we are so used to hearing the negative. You know, maybe someone didn't like the way you parked and they're like, "Where'd you learn to park? Hey, a-hole, da da da." It's like people, and then your response is just like, "F you, whatever." And those responses seem to come emotionally and naturally. You get angry. People seem to connect really well with anger, and they're not taught how to connect to all the emotions in between. And I think that's really a problem that we have. We have that with our children, growing up being angry, being agitated, having anxiety, depression. I think a lot of these issues that kids are having nowadays is because they're not learning to just accept the positive. Instead, they're taught to look for the negative. And when you look for the negative, you're always going to find it. You're always going to find something to poke fun at or something to, you know, to make yourself feel better and be like, "Oh, I don't like this. I don't like that person. I don't like," you know, what we need to really be focusing on are the positives. Look at someone and find something you like about them. Maybe that color brings out their eyes. Maybe they have a beautiful smile. Maybe they're just smiling and look really happy that day. And you just want to be like, "Wow, you look really happy. I'm glad you're having a great day." That's what we need to be spreading. People are so afraid to say something nice. And we should not be afraid to say something nice. That comes from courage. That comes from believing in yourself. That comes from loving yourself. When you can be very comfortable saying nice things to other people, that shows that you have a lot of self-worth and self-love. When all you can see is what's negative, when you go around and you find things that you don't like about people, that's showing, again, your own self-worth. It's showing that you don't really have a lot of self-worth. It's showing that there's not a lot that you feel good about. If you're picking on other people and you're pointing out what you don't like, then you're not paying attention to what you do like. And that flows over to all aspects of your life. You're going to pay attention to what you don't like about yourself. You're going to pay attention to what you don't like about your neighbors, about your kids, about your spouse, about your friends. When you start focusing on what you don't like about other people, all that tells the world is that you're really focusing on what you don't like about yourself. So you need to fix that. You need to tell yourself every day, I am valuable. I am lovable. I am important. I am beautiful. I have these great qualities. I am creative. I am magnificent. There's so much about you that is amazing. And nobody else is going to see it until you see it first. And I think a good way to start doing that is really start complimenting other people. Pay attention to the people in the world around you and start noticing what you do like. And when you start doing that, you'd be amazed that energy flows over to other people. You start telling your kids what you like about them instead of criticizing what you feel like they're not doing right at the moment. Start telling them what's amazing about them. Start telling your spouse, your friends, when they look good, when they're doing something right. When you change your focus, it'll change your thought patterns. So you start noticing just through the unconscious, just not even thinking about it. You just start noticing what's good, because right now you've trained yourself to notice what's not good. And that's why when you give someone a compliment and they hesitate for a minute and they're trying to process it, that just goes to show you we're not used to giving each other compliments. It's easier to be angry. Anger is a fight or flight emotion. There's no intelligence to it. You cannot come up with a logical reaction when you're in fight or flight mode. So if you're angry all the time, your physical body is taking on those stress hormones. And that's just going to make you sick down the road. You're going to have physical illness. You're going to have mental illness. It's not healthy to always be in fight or flight. And that's why it's so easy to pick out the anger. It's so easy to pick on other people. It's so easy to be angry. And that's the one thing that we really have to work on. We have to work on making those thoughts secondary or even non-existent and focusing on what we can find about other people that makes us happy. Because I guarantee if you just people watch and you change your attitude to I'm gonna see what's great about all these people. You might see people doing things that are funny and make you laugh. You might see people doing things that are really sweet, You'll notice a lot more. And when you train your brain to notice that, you'll become a nicer person. You'll compliment other people. You'll be able to take their compliments because you'll know that it's true and you'll appreciate them instead of thinking that they're trying to get something from you. You really have to change your mindset. And when you do, it'll change your life way, way for the better. So anyway, I hope that gives you some food for thought and something to think about. So focus on your own beauty, focus on the beauty around you, and make that a priority in your life. So have a great day and many blessings to you all. And I'm Dawn from Advanced Life Coaching.